There's a river town that is known for miles around for its music scene. Travel 75 or 71 and you'll know where I mean. From the north and south, from the east and west is where you'll find our vibe. But once you make it here, you become a part of the Cincinnati tribe. Throw your O's in the air for this growing city. From the hood to the burbs, y'all sing it with me. I'm from Cincinnati.
Hey, hey, it's just Jay. Welcome to the premiere of Cincinnati's Conscience 2.0. It's the only show I know of where citizens are the real celebrities. We're filming episode 1, throwing an O to the Conscious crew, Clara and Diamond. They're making shit happen behind the scenes, and I could not be more grateful. So sit back, relax, and learn something new about your city. The only question I have for you is, are you turned on? I hope so. Up first, one of my favorite shops in all of Cincinnati, MICA 12V. It's a boutique owned by Mike and Carolyn, one of my many celebrities. Let's go inside. We are inside MICA. Originally founded in 2003 out in O'Brienville, they made their way downtown in 2007, and oh, am I so grateful. This is my go-to for gifts. And we're going to talk to two real citizen celebrities, Mike and Carolyn. Hey. I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
Grateful for you talking to me today.
It's always a great day when you come to.
I did not pay them to say that. Something simple. Why Cincinnati?
Well, really, it was mainly because of our daughter. I think when Mike is from here, I'm from Maine, and we had a 2-year-old daughter, and we knew that we wanted to be near one side of the family or the other. She had cousins here,
Yeah.
and that was the biggest, just the opportunity
Yeah.
for her, just school-wise and arts and everything that Cincinnati has to offer. It's a great place for a kid to grow up. So, yeah.
We also knew we would be opening the business when we made that decision, and we thought Cincinnati was ready for it, or could use it.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of stores doing what we were going to be trying to do
Right.
at the time,
Right.
so we knew that too.
Oh, I'm so grateful. You have no idea. But that's another show because this isn't about me. Okay, up next, let's talk about some of the challenges of being a business owner in Cincinnati, which is not any different than any other city. I think all business owners recognize peaks and valleys. So how do you navigate the challenges?
Well, I think one of the best things about working with your spouse and us being so invested in this together is that we can. You put it best earlier. Like we were talking about
We
this.
just kind of balance out each other. I think if one's down, the other one knows to play the role to be up, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's a nice balance. And everybody gets to that where things are difficult.
Yeah.
And you tumble down that direction, and somebody can pull you back.
Well, I appreciate that. It lends to my idea of community. Like community is as the community does, and it starts inside. So whether that's inside your home, inside yourself, I think the best way to navigate challenges is to lean a little bit on each other. So I appreciate that.
It's all built in here, so that's really nice.
Yes. So let me think of okay, so here's something I think that every Cincinnatian should be able to answer. What's your favorite thing about Cincinnati?
You go first.
Well, it was nice to come back to family and the Midwest. I mean, I had really missed kind of the Midwest vibe. When I was with the Navy, it was one coast or the other. And I really missed Cincinnati. It just presents an opportunity with the amount of activity that's here. You know, it's got all the benefits of a large city, but it's a nice small hometown.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So
My daughter refers to Cincinnati as a nice medium town. Medium town. Carolyn?
Well, I went to school for art, and you know, as a visual person, Cincinnati's just drop dead gorgeous. It's just a beautiful city, and I love to look at it every day. I'm just so thankful to be down here and see all these beautiful buildings and the beautiful downtown. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
it is, but growing up here, I kind of forgot that. You know, and I didn't see it, but it has been so nice to see it with you and through your eyes. You know, it's beautiful.
I'm a huge architecture fan, so this city, hands down, has such a unique way of honoring its buildings that I really respect and appreciate. So
Neighborhood. Oh my God.
say that.
Yeah.
Say I wouldn't be anyplace else.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I would not choose any other neighborhood. No disrespect to the other 51. No disrespect to that, but I love this neighborhood. Yeah. So the theme for this episode is self-care, and I want everyone to know the importance of taking care of their mental health and having some sort of self-care practice. So hoping to ask both of you, what is one thing you do to take care of your mental health or to practice self-care?
Well, I regularly walk with friends.
Yes.
You know, we do a 4-mile walk and talk, and we end up, you know, we're talking and we walk faster and faster.
Yes.
So we're like getting out, you know, stuff that we need to talk about and vent or whatever. And I find that really helps me.
And you do that at Spring Grove
I do.
Cemetery?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gorgeous walk, right?
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my days off, I have to find a project that I can complete or at least get close.
Yeah.
You know, just I have to look back and see that I've changed something, you know, or completed something.
Yeah.
You don't always get that. I think for most jobs you don't always get that because that's the grind, right? You're doing over and over, very similar every day.
Right.
So on the days off, it's I have to find something that I can start and complete.
Can I add one more thing that I figured out just really recently that I think is really super helpful for me that I kind of just discovered is instead of making lists, you know, you have to-do lists everywhere and you're running a business, like it's just overwhelming. There's so much to do and it's always, but I found that making a list of things that I have done is just a huge help.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I just found that recently. Felt like a breakthrough.
Yes.
So I can go, okay, I did all this. It's not what I haven't done. I can focus more on the things that I've been able to accomplish. So.
I think that is an excellent suggestion for folks looking for easy ways. Sometimes people think it's so heavy or difficult to find things that will allow them to take care of themselves, and that's such an easy way, an easy reminder. One of the many reasons I love Mike and Carolyn. Okay. Well, thank you for taking some time out of your busy day to chat with us. If folks want to come down and see, buy, take advantage of the wonderful things you have here, lots of local artists if you're interested, so make sure you come out and support. Can you share your hours, location?
Sure. We're here 7 days a week. Almost every day we open at 11 and close at 7. On the weekends and Fridays, we get here at 10 o'clock and then close at 8 in the evening. Sundays we close up at 5.
Okay, and the address?
1201 Vine Street, Cincinnati, Ohio.
All right, and can they find you on social? Are you on any social sites?
Yes, yes. We're at MICA
At like 12.
Like a 12
Okay,
And
okay, and
Paper
that's on
Roses.
Instagram?
on Instagram
Okay,
and Facebook.
okay, on
Yeah.
Facebook as well. All right, make sure you check them out. This is Jay, just Jay, and this is Cincinnati's Conscience, the only place I know of where citizens are the real celebrities. The question I have for you is, are you turned on? I hope so. So, what's one thing you do to take care of your mental?
Um, go to group meetings with people um, that's trying to stay clean like me.
So fucking powerful.
So that's exactly
What's one thing you do to take care of your mental health?
Yeah, so I just take days off. I prioritize my mental well-being by just getting to know what I'm capable of, whether that be like how much work I can do in the week, my workload, how I talk to myself, what I need in order to feel good, whether that's food or just time away from my friends or with my friends. So I just get to know myself a lot. And right now I'm taking a day off going shopping because that's what makes me happy.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Love you guys.
thank Over the Rhine is one of my favorite neighborhoods here in Cincinnati for many reasons. One is MICA 12, but a couple doors down is one of my second favorite shops in Cincinnati, Alient Records. Tim is one of the proprietors, and he is truly a citizen celebrity. Let's go talk to him. Jay's here. Doing well. We are so grateful for you taking time to talk with us.
Great to see you.
Yes, I'm so excited. So we're going to have a quick chat with Tim, learn a little bit about this place and why he chose Cincinnati. But first, we're going to get comfortable because Just Jay likes a little bit of informality when it comes to talking to the citizen celebrities she admires. Let's get a seat. Great. So thank you. I know it's a busy day. It is gorgeous. Yesterday it rained and I was so nervous.
Yeah, it was a little overcast, but
Yeah.
today's a good day.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the record store. First of all, how you came to be. Let's at least start there.
Sure. Music's always been a passion of mine, pretty much my whole life. I think when I was younger, it was also a refuge. It was just something that I could escape towards.
Yes.
And I've always had a bit of a collection, and I've always just really gravitated to it. I'm an MTV kid, so I remember, distinctly everything. And, it was important to me.
Yeah.
It's not always important for everybody. I get that, but for me, it was safety. It was home. It was just music's always been a part of my life. I think my family a little bit, but that's something that I gravitated towards myself.
I feel that. I too was an MTV kid.
Yeah.
And like you found a lot of creativity, refuge,
Sure.
inspiration.
Yeah, and it felt like you could escape. Not that I had a bad childhood or
Right.
anything, but I just felt like you could just kind of leave your situation for a moment. And music and videos and things like that were. When I was in high school, I went to a bunch of record stores, and that was my kind of thing, was going to a record store. And then when I got older, I went to half-price books and local area places that would have, those kind of world to it, like music and books and movies and stuff like that I just felt very comfortable in. In my own home, I tend to have music playing and TVs on and stuff like that pretty much all the time. I surround myself. I'm an artist as well, and I taught for years, so this is definitely a part of that atmosphere.
Right on. So how did you take this passion for music, video, art, and move it into a profession? And why Cincinnati?
Well, Cincinnati is home. I've lived a life and traveled a bit, but I think Cincinnati is it's a really great city. It's home, but it's also has a lot of history and a lot of rich amount of music to it. Um, it's also, to me, it's a very comfortable city. It's not. It's a larger city, but it definitely is a small town, and I feel a part of the community. I feel like I'm a part of it. So it just was natural for me to want to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we are walking around, talking to the real citizen celebrities, the individuals, the business owners who really make it is. It's that unique flavor that every city has through their citizens. But this is my home, so that's who we're talking to. But as a business owner, let's talk about challenges. Like, how do you navigate, especially in various economic climates, the challenges of being a business owner?
The word diversity is more so about, in my brain, is almost to the point of diversifying how you reach people, and I mean that monetarily, like going online and making sure that you are connecting with people from anywhere in the world. This is home, it's a brick and mortar, it's a store, but we need to be able to reach out to anywhere we want to be involved with Alien Records. So that's what I mean by diversifying the business, is making sure that I'm thinking outside of the box all the time. It used to be when you advertise, you had billboards, you had magazines, and things like that. And now it's definitely things such as this, such as having things on Instagram. You always have to be actively working to promote the business and thinking of other ways outside of the box. I know that talking to other small business owners, that you can't just rely on the people walking up the foot traffic. Definite. I think that having a brick and mortar is 100% necessary, but I think the profit margin lies a bit outside of that. And that's a challenge for my first year going through. I realize I have to tap into that because I want to be around and do this until the day I die. I'm not dying anytime soon, but this is something I'm passionate about, and it doesn't seem like work. I mean, I still have other little jobs here and there and work other places, and I do think of those as occupations, as jobs. But when I come here, this is not a job to me. This is it's exhausting at times, it's tiresome, it's kind of annoying, I'm sure, yeah. But it's something that I love. I mean, people love their as well. So it's just part of life, I mean, it's true. So you have to embrace all of the ups and downs and the flows, and you just have to keep your head up. And it's definitely not a walk in the park. It's definitely not for everybody. And at the end of the day, I love it. Every day I leave here, I say, when I turn off the lights, right before I walk out the door, I always turn around and I say, goodbye, store. Good night. And it has a life of its own, but I realize that I'm nurturing it and I'm a part of that. And it's not a walk in the park, but I still care about it, and I do every day. So I make sure, when you say goodnight to your kids, I know this store's not a kid, but in my brain it still is something I have to nurture and take care of.
Truth.
Yeah.
Truth. It's like, this shit is mine.
Yeah.
All mine. All mine.
Yeah,
my responsibility, mine.
It's like having a kid as well. I mean, you get those
on.
great moments, but then when the kid comes out, there are
Yeah. What happens when the kid is colicky? What happens? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, shit.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I have to go to the doctor now. I just left the place. Yeah, I know. My partner's sister just had a baby, and and so it's fantastic and great. But I mean, it's one of those things you eventually.
Real talk.
And so.
Real talk. I appreciate that. Okay, so we talked about the challenges. We talked about the how and the why. What's one of your favorite things about the city? What's your favorite thing about Cincinnati?
Really, a real answer, honestly, I love the food.
Say that.
I love the food.
Say that.
Can I mention names?
Yes, please.
Okay, like literally, right across the street is Abigail Street, and I know them, but I was a regular there before I ever had this business.
Yes.
And I was there, I went there for a date that didn't last, and I stayed with the restaurant, you know what I mean? And they are wonderful. That place is fantastic. Bakersfield is a wonderful always
Yes, it
go
is.
to.
Yep. Easy.
They're real easy. It is consistent to the board, and I love that. And gosh, Wild Week's great. There's some. I love now. Lasanti has a butter cake.
Oh.
Do you know the butter cake?
What do you know about the butter cake?
Okay, I'm gonna just go there and say I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the secret ingredient might be fentanyl.
Yes.
Don't quote me on that. But literally, it's like I have never eaten anything and not spoken because I like to talk, and so does Aaron, and we do not speak when we eat that butter cake. I'll tell you that. But really, like this area down in OTR has wonderful. I'm right every single. I shouldn't say this because this is where I'll be. Every Monday, I'm at Nicola's.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
How do you
gosh.
feel about them moving down into the city?
I love it because I know Pagals. I worked in fine dining for years, and Pagals was, for those of you who want to be a little educated, so the Masonette was the 5-star restaurant in Cincinnati.
Yes, it was.
But they were New French, if you want to be like a
Okay.
snoot about this. And Pagals was Old French. That would be like straight from France. Okay, so they actually predated the Masonette,
Okay.
Pagals. And Jean Robert was affiliated with both of those at one point.
Yes,
And
God bless Jean Robert.
wonderful guy.
Yes.
But Pagals, that building has sat there for a long time, and I'm so happy
Me too.
that it's being
too.
utilized. And the whole building, they're using the whole thing, and it's going to be fantastic. I will be there the first night. I love Nicola's.
Me
It's
too.
We have wonderful restaurants here.
But I will miss them in this neighborhood. Like
I
here.
know, I love
Here.
that spot. I love that
Monday
spot.
nights.
You know,
community
it's
nights.
always so funny because I'm always like in my brain, I'm always like, gosh, I hope a nice restaurant takes that place over because
Yeah.
I don't. No offense. I mean, I like my TJ Maxx, but I don't want it to be turned into a Marshall.
Facts.
Like,
And
I'm just
I
saying.
love a TJ Maxx.
I know. I
but-
should say that. I should say that.
I love that.
I do. But I'm just saying it's Nicola's.
Yes.
And so, anyway, maybe I shouldn't say that. But,
Yeah, well, we might not keep that, but we don't have copyrights then, so, okay.
Yeah. All right, anyway, okay.
Okay, last but not least, so the theme of this episode is mental health, self-care, you know, it's rocky times. How do you take care of your mental health? or your
I go
self-care?
to the gym. I
Okay.
go to the gym. I have gone to the gym vainfully in the past. Now it's literally therapy in my brain. I can go there and I just, sometimes life is stressful. And I just, sometimes picking up some heavy weight and moving it is a great way to just
Wonderful.
forget.
Yes.
Yeah, and you feel
Yes.
great, like literally. Today I did that, and I feel fantastic. And I have a little stress on my table, and but I'm a little bit better by
Yes.
going to the gym and having my mental health. So I think, you know, making sure you're healthy in many ways is important.
Right.
What you eat, how you live your life, and you know, exercise at some point.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Well, it's all connected, mind, body, it's all connected, and so that's a wonderful way to bring the physical and the mental together.
And I think music is a great therapy as well.
Yes.
I really do. I know that's my business, but I feel like it. You know, I've had so many times things have been emotional and sad for me, and music's coddled me,
Right.
helped me through.
Yep.
Nina Simone would have been like,
Oh, what do you know?
she, if you know the song For Women,
Yes.
that song brought me the tears. There's a song by Annie Lennox called God, how
Yes.
she writes to God.
Yes.
There's moments, but it doesn't have to be quite as dramatic
Right.
as those.
Right on.
But I feel like music is a great therapy. It also can be helpful for aggression. I mean, I'll tell you, sometimes listening to some nice heavy metal just gets you through.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. My new favorite song right now is Not a Seconds of Summer.
Oh, okay.
And it's so good because it's how I let out a lot of that pent-up frustration.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hear you. So I think it's a balance of all that.
Yeah. Well, tell folks, what's your address? How can they find you?
1207
What's
Vine.
your social stuff?
We're right on the corner of 12th and Vine. We're next to Bobbles and Lace in Bakersfield. There's MICA and Little Mahatma. Little Mahatma is Maria's amazing, and Pop Culture on the corner. Those are fantastic. We're right here. Abigail Street's across the street. We're right on the streetcar line at 12th Street and Vine.
Yeah. Hours?
We are 11 to 7 every day. On the weekends, we're open until 8.
Okay.
We never kick anybody out, so if people are here later, they're welcome to stay.
Right on.
And
Are you on social?
we are on social. We have an Instagram account. It's Alient Records OTR.
Okay.
And then that is also our email. And we actually have a website that you can order straight from us if you'd like to.
Yes.
And we have brand new releases that you can order anything from.
Okay.
And then we're slowly putting our used items online as well.
Okay.
So that's a great way to find us. Is Alien Records OTR.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting tidbit, and you can. There are 2 other Alien Records in the world, and I know them. I contacted them. One is in Auckland, New Zealand, and one's in London. And I am to maintain a relationship with the other Alien Records on Earth, just as a friendly gesture, nothing else involved. And I don't know. The name Alien is named after my cat, who is never here because he does not like to travel. But we do have some Sphinx cats that play the part, and they're here pretty much every day.
Us aliens got to stick together. So I'm just Jay. This is Cincinnati's Conscience, the only place on the web where citizens are the true celebrities. The only question I have for you is, are you turned on? I hope so.
I love nature, so I take a lot of long walks in the park, have music going, podcasts, so I think that would be my number one.
Yeah.
I get like 10,000 steps a day. So I try to.
Yeah, with mental health.
How does that sound with them?
It is very related to everything, right? Like it's not just mental, it's your emotions, your body, your soul. I believe in energy as well. So the biggest thing that I would say to people is just take a moment. We live in this like really rushed world in which like we are hit with so many news, so many things to do, so many objectives, responsibilities, like a lot of weight on us, right? A lot of speed. Just take a moment for yourself, go for a walk, be with yourself, write things down. I love to write things down in the morning, just whatever comes to your mind, and breathe. Take a moment to inhale, exhale. That's it. I would say start there. And then there's a world to research and explore.
Thank you so much. My way down Main Street. We're headed into Michael's Creations, where we'll talk to proprietors about art, community, entrepreneurship, and what they love about Cincinnati. Let's go. Celebrity segment. We are at Michael's Creations on Main Street, and we are interviewing the 2 celebrities in the building. We have Damone and Michael.
And we're going to talk a little bit about art, entrepreneurship, and this city. How are you?
Excellent. Excellent. How are you, sir? Are you good? Okay.
Okay.
Tell the camera that. Don't tell me.
Yes. So, easy question. Why Cincinnati? You could be anywhere in the world. Why Cincinnati?
Sort of long story short, 25 years ago I had a dream. So I was working for Ralph Lauren at the time, and I had a dream Monday night. Tuesday I went in and quit my job and bought a bus ticket, one-way ticket. That Friday I caught a bus to Cincinnati, and I've been here ever since.
Wow.
Yeah. And I told God that when I had the dream, I woke up that morning not really remembering the whole dream. Otherwise, I would have just came and applied for a job here. But when I got here, I found out that a friend of mine lived here, and he came to pick me up from the station, which used to be over the Rhine, but it's now gone. And the night that he picked me up, I thought, okay, I'll just stay with him until I get a job and get on my feet. And I hadn't eaten that night, so we went to Taco Bell, which used to be up in Clifton. And he got arrested because he got in a fight with everybody in Taco Bell. Went to jail, and but from jail, which was nice, he called me, and I hadn't been in Cincinnati for maybe 4 hours before he got arrested. And he told me how to get to Job and Family Services. And I got an emergency shelter at the Mount Airy homeless shelter.
Wow.
So I was homeless for 8 months while he was locked up, and, which was interesting. So I stayed in the Mount Airy shelter for 3 months. Got in contact with the VA representative that moved me to the homeless shelter in Fort Thomas, Kentucky, and I was there 6 months. But and this is not all about me, but one of the cool things is that when I was in the Mount Airy shelter, I got in a fight with a gentleman over my music, and come to find out that he killed somebody after he left the shelter, and I recognized him, and they had put a $10,000 reward out for his arrest and conviction, and I'm actually the one that turned him in, and 6 months after I turned him in, the lawyer called and asked me did I want to come down and pick up my reward money.
Wow.
So I got $10,000 for. But if I hadn't been in the shelter,
Wow.
I wouldn't have met him. I wouldn't have turned him in, and the rest is, as I say, history. So.
Only on Cincinnati's Conscience.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I was fortunate enough that a friend of mine, that her mom had Alzheimer's and dementia, and I was hanging with her for 4 years till she passed. And then I found out that through a friend of ours that Michael needed another assistant, because the lady that used to hang out with Michael had gone to school to be a social worker. So she wanted to do that to help pay off her college loans and whatnot. So she had set up an interview for me and Michael to sort of meet up, and that was 15 years ago. And
Wow.
I'm still putting up with them.
Or is it the other way around, Michael?
Well,
that is amazing.
yeah.
That is
So all this
beautiful.
stuff, I wouldn't have gone to the shelter. Wouldn't have met, friends of mine. Wouldn't have met Michael. Wouldn't have.
Wow.
So it was, I used to think that I was in control of what my life was to be, but then I figured out I need to get out of the way, because God hasn't figured it out. So I just need to people say that, you know, let God be your co-pilot. No, he's my driver. Because I don't know where I'm going. And he sort of has a better view of what's in front of us than I do.
So how did this storefront come to be?
Well, we started off at Pendleton Arts Center.
Okay. Okay.
We were there 8 years. When Michael graduated from high school, his parents told him that he had to get a job and he could be no freeloader. And a lot of people with special needs, they go into programs to put stuff together or
Right.
work at Goodwill, or, you know. Michael's like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
I want to do my art.
Yes.
So they said, well, let's make that happen. And fortunately enough, his parents are of the mindset that even though Michael has some special needs, he doesn't need to be coddled or people with cerebral palsy don't make out of bed.
Yes.
And back in the day, it used to be shameful for people to find out that your child had cerebral palsy because for some that meant that they were not worthy of being in society and you know, because Michael's for the most part is nonverbal, even though he has a lot to say.
Yes, he does.
About a lot of stuff, and definitely about what I do and what he wants me to do. Because even when he was in Italy, he gave me a to-do list. Yes, you did. Don't shake your head like you very innocent. Even though I didn't do most of the stuff on the to-do list. And he fusses at me daily. Because before you all came in, he was fussing at me for not doing what he told me to do. But I always say he's not the boss of me. But yeah, so we started off at Pendleton Arts Center. We were there 8 years. COVID hit, and they only do Final Fridays, so they limited how many people could come in the building. Before COVID, we were, you know, every month we would make our rent.
Yeah.
And you know, because there was no limit of people that could come in. After COVID, they were only let maybe 30 people in at a time. So we really wasn't making money that we were making before COVID.
Right.
So we decided that it might be better to move out into another location. We went to Colerain Avenue in Camp Washington. We were there almost 3 years.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't the best location
Right.
for us.
Yeah.
Because Colerain Avenue, for the most part, is not really a walking neighborhood.
Right. No foot traffic.
You know, you get in your car and you go where you need to go, and then you get back in your car and go where else, you know. So the funny thing is, so a friend of ours, Lindsay, about this program that 3CDC and Urban Sites was initiating because Main Street had lost a lot of front renters because of, you know, several factors. I've been on this street for 24 years, almost 25 years. So I've seen what has happened over the years. So they wanted to re-energize. There were 15 storefronts empty. So they started a program where you could come in and get free rent for 3 months. And then if you're a good fit for them and they were a good fit for you, then they would extend it another 3 months for free rent. And then after that, you can negotiate. So we did the 6 months. And then they extended another 3 months for us because we fell in love with them and they fell in love with us. And then after that, we signed a year lease. And then in April of last year, we signed another year lease. So we'll be here until 2026.
Yes.
April 2026. But the first place we looked at, we looked at 9 locations, I think. This was our favorite. Because Michael's in a wheelchair some of the time. So this was wheelchair accessible.
Right.
We wanted it to have, we wanted to do painting classes um, for people, other people with special needs. So it was easier to, a lot of storefronts on the street have a step up,
Right.
or a couple steps up. This location didn't have that, so it was just easy for people to get in and out.
So let's talk about the artwork. What's found here at Michael's Creations? Can people expect when they come to the door?
Well, Michael's first love, and what he first started painting, was Sesame Street characters. That's what he continues to paint and continues to love. We recently had a conversation about he feels that he's getting older and that he wanted to phase out painting Sesame Street characters and other characters because he feels that he's kind of outgrown them.
Okay.
But everybody that we've posed this question to is, why would you stop painting your bread and butter? So people still love Elmo, Bert and Ernie. And the funny thing was, when we moved from Coleraine to here, Michael sold more paintings in this location the first month we were here than he did the whole 3 years we were over on Coleraine Avenue.
Wow, Michael!
Oh yeah, and that's because we're more visible here.
Yes.
People are walking up and down the street on a regular basis. We love this location because this part of the block is very walker friendly.
Yes.
And there's other like-minded stores that are next to us or down the street from us. Michael started off in Pendleton in a small studio in the annex, which wasn't the greatest because there wasn't a lot of people that occupied the annex and painted in the annex. So he moved to the main building before I met him. And he started off in his basement of his house. He didn't like that because it was just him and Nancy, that lady used to hang out with him. And there was nobody else around. So he was like, I want to be around people. And Michael likes to socialize and entertain and sort of hear other people's story. So that in Pendleton, the main building was better because people could come visit and hang out, and he could go visit other artists. Pendleton's nice because it has over 200 studios on 8 different floors. So a lot of the times we were there, we could go visit, hang out with other people, see what they're working on. They'd come down and see what we were working on. His mom was nice enough to say, okay, since you're hanging out with Michael, if you want to put some of your stuff in Michael's studio, feel free to do that.
Right.
So I sold stuff. I had been selling stuff before that.
Right.
But my intention was not to sell my jewelry or clothes. It was only for me. I was being very selfish. And I would tell my friends that I would make stuff for. Don't tell anybody that I made that for you because I don't want to make stuff for other people. But my friends are very hard-headed. They would tell people, "Oh, Demo made this for me," and I'm like,
I'm one of those people.
yes. So people would come and want me to make stuff for them. They wanted to come to my house. And I'm not a real big fan of people in my home.
Right.
Because of different energy or
Right.
whatever. So I started doing Final Friday years ago, and I said, well, if I'm going to do this, I need to do this. And then if I make money, I can buy more beads. I can buy. But at first, I started just buying stuff that was inexpensive, taking it apart, recreating it, and I still do that today. 95% of what I do is recycle. So I'll find like placemats or barber doll heads or stuff. Like a friend of mine left a pair of curtains in my house, and I told him, "Come get your curtains, come get your curtains, come get your curtains." He didn't listen to me, so he had a dinner party, and I needed a new outfit. So I took his curtains and made me a pair of pants and a top out of them. And I go to the dinner party, and in front of everybody, there's me. Like, are those my curtains you're wearing? I told you to come get them. Yes, I needed an outfit, and I didn't want to go buy fabric, so So I got like 3 or 4 other orders for people
Wow.
wanting me to make them stuff from curtains. So I tell people, don't leave stuff in my house if you don't want to see me wearing it. So I was doing that. So this location affords us enough space for Michael's stuff, and then also enough space for my stuff.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about your jewelry. Because you are an artist and a creative of many trades, of many abilities, why jewelry?
Well, jewelry was here. I would see stuff that I liked, and I couldn't really. It wasn't in my budget to buy it, so I decided that if I want to wear stuff, then I should make my own stuff. And that way I could, I would go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, like I said, buy beads, recreate them. And then the same thing with clothes. I would see stuff that I would want to buy, or stuff that I didn't see stuff I wanted to buy, like, Macy's or Dillard's, all had the same sort of stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to be looking like everybody else.
Yes.
That's not my goal. So then I learned how to go to the downtown library, learned how to sew, and just started making stuff myself. But yeah, Michael has been painting, and we sort of work well together.
Yeah.
We first started hanging out 3 days a week, and in the company that he was going to day programs on Mondays and Fridays, which he didn't like.
Yeah.
It was more babysitting kind of thing. They would watch TV and eat lunch and watch movies and do arts and crafts. And I don't want to do this. I want to create my own artwork on bases and sell my work. So his parents had the foresight to say, okay, well, if this is what you want to do, we're going to make this happen.
Wow.
So they've been kicking for him for a while. They don't let him, the fact that he has cerebral palsy, stop him from doing anything that he wants to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, they were just in Italy for 3 weeks. We just went on a New Orleans boat ride where we had it was 3 levels, and he's in a wheelchair a lot of the times because he's very nosy, and if he's walking, he needs to focus.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to focus because he is so nosy. So we had to sort of walk him up to the 2nd level to eat. But he's still kind of jet lagged.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, so we do well.
Yeah. Well, we'll wrap things up because it's been a long day for both you and Michael.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about Cincinnati? One of your favorite things about Cincinnati?
It's real easy to live here. I've lived in 10 different countries, and this one is really nice. And it's not, Germany was nice, my favorite. It was nice, China was nice. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and it's very nice, but it's the pace of it and the energy that you have to sort of have on a daily basis is not the same energy you have to have in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, you can sort of relax, and you're not as much on a grind as I was in other places. Here it's nice because I work for a company that pays me well, and then the fact that I can, while I'm doing that, I can also my jewelry and clothes and meet other creative people and do creative things is a blessing.
Yes.
And not have to own a storefront and to pay market rate rent can be a challenge for a lot of people.
Say that.
Because you have to sell something every day or several things every day to sort of make ends meet. And I have the luxury that if I don't make a sale every day, all day, the bills are still covered. And I sort of have anything I make from selling jewelry and clothes is sort of gravy,
Yes.
which is nice. Then I have to be stressed out
Right on. Ooh,
and have that.
in line with stressed out, the theme of this episode is self-care, mental health.
Yes.
So let's talk about what do you do as a part of your self-care mental health practice?
I sleep a lot.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Law and Order,
Okay.
uh,
All right.
which is my favorite. And the thing is that, you know, a lot of what artists do, we're thinkers.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you have a physical job, you can let your body rest and your back rejuvenate it. But when you're constantly thinking about stuff, it's hard to not think
Right.
about stuff.
Right.
Either you're thinking about the next project, the next painting, the next, you know, piece of clothing, the next fashion show. So you're always thinking.
Right.
And with Michael, you know, we're hanging out 5 days a week. Sometimes when I'm not with Michael, I don't necessarily need to be around people.
Yes.
And I enjoy my own company a lot.
Right.
So if I am in bed all day watching Law and Order on a Saturday, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I find myself not getting out as much as I want to. So people invite me to events, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like getting dressed, and I don't. I'm glad when I do get out and interact with people, but when you have a 9 to 5 or 5 days a week job, sometimes not being around people is a gift. Because people can drain you.
Yes.
What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Are you agreeing?
Yeah. And Michael does a lot. He rides his recumbent trike.
Ah.
Coco. That we're going to eventually have. We're going to send Coco to school to be a support dog.
Okay.
And so she'll be in the studio with us.
Okay.
But and the company I work for is going to facilitate that and pay for that.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was as much. It's $25,000 to $30,000 to get that accomplished. But they're covering all of that, which is nice.
Amazing.
So Coco will be down and hanging out and spoiling her.
Yes.
She doesn't need even personal space. So hopefully she'll learn that in school.
Yes.
But yeah, it's cool.
Well, to find you, tell people how your hours of operation.
Well, now we're at 1324 Main Street,
Okay.
next to Ziegler Park. Or I always tell people we're across from the Lime Green Store,
Yes.
H&A Market, or Mr. Pitiful's if you're a drinker. That's at 1324A.
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Friday, we're here. Mondays are sort of fluctuated because on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, he goes to visit his dad. He hangs out with his dad. I take him to his dad's at 2:30. So 10 to 2:30, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursdays we're here usually late because his mom works for the teachers union, but she also has a radio show at WAIF, so
Okay.
she's there. So 4:30, 5 o'clock. Like I was here Monday night until about 8 o'clock, and somebody just walking us.
Wow.
So it's nice that people see us in here and they'll come in and purchase.
Right.
Because sometimes during the day, it's hard
Okay.
sometimes. But Michael has an Instagram page.
Okay. What's that?
Michael is, on Instagram, he's Michael's Creations _107. Mine is Nomad3176 on Instagram, or Nomad3176 underscore icing. And then on Facebook, I'm Nomad3176. And I call my jewelry and clothing icing for the simple fact I love pound cake. I love cake, period. Any kind of cake. But what happens is cake is always better with icing, especially a lot of icing. Like I like cakes that don't have any cake, but all icing. And I shouldn't say that because I'm diabetical and sometimes my blood sugar is over the top. But I'm working on that. It's a work in progress. But same thing with people. People are naturally great on the surface, but sometimes if you put on that right necklace, that right pair of earrings, that right bracelet, it just takes you, it elevates your look.
Yes.
So I call it icing. And I see a lot of shows and a lot of people walking around that need a little zhuzh, or a little bit of icing. Just it's just nothing but a glaze or some sort of maybe sour cream icing or something. But yeah, so just people sometimes just need a little bit
Yes.
to push their outfit to the next level. And I'm here to help them do that.
And help Damone does.
Yes.
I'm just Jay. We're at Michael's Creations. This is Cincinnati's Conscience. We're citizens. Real citizens are the celebrities. The only question I have for you is, are you turned on? I most certainly am. So that's a wrap. First episode of Cincinnati's Conscience. Done. Throwing a major ode to the Conscience crew. Diamond and Clara, I could not have done this without you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Until next time. Oh, wait, before I leave, shouting out Ohio Cloth and Paper. That's where I got this t-shirt. I love it. I wear it all the time. I rep my city whenever I can. And Ohio Cloth and Paper make it easy. I actually found them at a mortar pop-up. So that's another episode. But until next time, take care of yourselves so that you're better able to take care of the people you care about. This is Cincinnati's Conscience. Are you turned on? I am.
So here I am doing it, moving the crowd's hearts, shining the brightest despite that it's for miles dark. Used to be homeless, wanted to be somebody loved. Now I'm just trying to drop gems, y'all ain't dropping none. Let's say each minute's 100 square feet or maybe higher. Then I'm 100 PSI and you are just retired. The rap messiah will be nice, but I'm the rapping writer. The average nigga with opinions and hella desires. I wanna be the...
I'm from Cincinnati. Skyline, Kroger, Grippo, and Graders. I'll catch you there later. You're in the natty. Some say a city of sinners, but I say we're winners. Let's hear it, the natty, natty, natty.